going to be flowing. The intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. Gashes the heart of the knee. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. Snags it, and there's running room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now on first down from the 30. Making side adjustments here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now on the move. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And, David, how about the defense now coming up with a massive pick 6? And all of a sudden, their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
Man, just started the game, and all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little, but so far, this is a dreaded start.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Jones wants to throw it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The run to the left. There's some room. Ripping through the defense. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Jones to throw. A little release to the back. Fighting off the defender. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Hard running there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Smashes through the tackle. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were
turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. Bust through behind his pad. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, Dave, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in...
Makes the catch and he's free. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Creates a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Back to the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye and full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the 49ers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside, it's Pryor. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. The Gators are in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Caught behind the line, it's Brown. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused in the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Black 14. Black 14. Go!
Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Black 88. Move. Hey, check.
He wants to change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Jones to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions in there.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks.
Return, return.
Jones wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throwing on the run. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Got enough for the 1st. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Georgia! Rolled his way into the end zone. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.